Hi, my name is Stephanie Dixon. I'm a 19-time Paralympic medalist in swimming and currently serving as chef de mission for the Canadian Paralympic team headed to Tokyo in just a few weeks.
Education at Play, powered by OPC. My name is Marissa, and we are so excited to be sharing insight on Parasports for this year's Education Month.
Today, you are joining Education at Play for a speaker series session, so I hope you are excited to meet some amazing athletes from across Ontario and to learn about sports in which they play and compete.
Education at Play, featuring Canadian blind hockey.
Hello, my name is Joe Fornasier. I'm from Burlington, Ontario. I play for the Canadian national blind hockey team and the Toronto Ice Owls blind hockey team. I was diagnosed with Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, short form LHON, when I was 10 years old. Pretty much what happens with LHON is I lose all of my central vision, but I still have peripheral vision. I have around 4 to 3% vision remaining, but I love playing blind hockey, love doing what I'm doing. I'm excited to share with you guys more about blind hockey and my story.
We're able to share footage from a previous interview with Joe. He speaks to his experience while clips of a blind hockey game are shown.
I played rep hockey growing up, and then at age 10, it was actually at a tryout, I lost 96% of my vision over the span of 2 months. So pretty much unable to play at a competitive level anymore, which was devastating for me. And I'm 16 now. I just started playing blind hockey when I was 15, so I had 5 years of my life where I just wasn't playing hockey at all. Last year I came back, it changed my whole life. Like, I used to be ashamed of being blind, scared to talk to people about it. Now it's like, I play blind hockey, I'm legally blind, like, and I can represent my country, and that's obviously one of the biggest things too. And it's also a support group. Like, you get into sad times in your life, and these guys are all going through the same thing, if not worse. So it's impacted my life huge, obviously. It's almost like a focus group, like it's a brotherhood, it's a community. We're all going through the same thing together.
Back to Joe in his space.
Losing my sight at age 10 crushed my dreams of going to the NHL, but also just playing the sport I loved. And I kind of had no hope for even going back, only having 4% vision. So I'd given up on the dream. But when I was 14 years old, I figured out about this crazy thing called blind hockey. And I was having a lot of fun finally getting back into the game, but it didn't have the same competitive feel as it did when I was always trying to make that next level while playing rep hockey when I was younger. But I figured out about something called the Canadian national blind hockey team. The first year I was playing blind hockey, unfortunately I wasn't selected for the team, but that didn't stop me. I went down to Pittsburgh to watch those boys play and studied what they were doing that made them so great. So hopefully someday I could be playing alongside with them on that Canadian national team. I wanted to be the youngest player to ever make the national team, and that next year I trained during the summer every day. I set goals that aren't just helpful for me in hockey, but in life, and I think that you guys can take some things from it. I first manifested and really wrote everything down that I wanted. I wanted to make the team. I wanted to beat my mile time. I wanted to wake up and drink a liter of water every morning. I wrote these things down. I set a goal list, checking them off every day, getting closer and closer to my final goal. I also stopped thinking about what other people were doing around me. I didn't care what other players that were trying to take my spot were doing, because I knew what I was doing, and if they beat me, they beat me, but I was putting in everything that I had, so there was no regrets at the end of training camp. That summer, I became the youngest player to make the Canadian national blind hockey team at 16 years old. I went to Ottawa, and with the flag on my chest, won the gold against the Team USA. It was one of the greatest feelings of my life, and I can't even describe it in words. It was everything I'd ever wanted, and inspiring people along the journey just makes it even better, and it's just the beginning.
I bet you're wondering, what are the rules? Dustin Butterfield will tell us all about it while clips of blind hockey are being shown.
My name is Dustin Butterfield, and I am the founder of Bullseye Blind Hockey. And here are some of the rules of blind hockey. Blind hockey has all of the same rules as sighted hockey. There will be 5 skaters and 1 goalie per team. There will be offsides. There will be no touch icing. There's all the same penalties. There's just a few subtle differences in the blind hockey puck and in the size of the net, just to make it more fair for the goalies who are blind and always blindfolded. The clean pass rule in blind hockey is when you go over the offensive blue line, you have to make 1 clean pass to your teammate before you're eligible to score. When that clean pass is made, the ref will blow a different whistle to indicate to all the other players, including the goalie, that the team is now eligible to score. Hitting is not allowed in blind hockey, but there is a fair amount of contact just based on the nature of getting 10 skaters on the ice who are all legally blind, who are all trying hard to win the game.
Great points from Dustin Butterfield, absolute beauty in the blind hockey community, explaining some of the rules. The 1 pass rule is probably the biggest rule, having to make that first pass before you score. And the 1 pass, I used to not like it that much, but as I learned to play blind hockey and get to know this community, it almost means more than just 1 pass to get the goalie and defense ready. The 1 pass gets the whole team involved, and I think what Canadian blind hockey and all blind hockey is about is just getting everyone involved. It doesn't matter what age you are or what kind of eye disability you have or what gender you are. You can play blind hockey. Blind hockey really is for anyone that is visually impaired, no matter what skill level, no matter what age, no matter what. If you're visually impaired, we're going to get you playing blind hockey. And that's something awesome about it and awesome with the 1 pass rule. And this is a puck that I learned to love back when I played sighted hockey. It is a regular sighted puck. But I kind of have a new love, and it kind of sounds like a maraca, but this is a blind hockey puck. As you see, it is significantly bigger than the regular puck. And that blind hockey puck is really special to me because that is the puck that I scored my first ever goal with in Ottawa, playing for Team Canada. I'll never forget that moment, coming in on a 2-on-0, getting that 1 pass, scoring an absolute beauty of a goal, selling just with a smile on my face, knowing that I would be in the history books forever, and just knowing that I could inspire people while playing hockey and just be out there with a visual impairment doing what I love to do. So it definitely took a lot of time to get used to because, as you hear, it's made out of metal and it has ball bearings in it, so we can hear it when we can't see it, or for the athletes that are completely blind. And definitely hurts a lot more. Got a lot more bruises from playing blind hockey, but I think it makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit of a challenge. So if you guys ever have the chance to go watch or see blind hockey, or play it for visually impaired people watching, it's a lot of fun, and I would definitely recommend it.
Hey Joe, show us some of those skills in action.
As you see there, that was a video of me stick handling at a time that I was fortunate to get on the ice during the pandemic, but it has been super difficult. So I'll give you a little thing to do in a second when you're off the ice, because it's difficult to be playing real hockey right now. But for you guys who don't know what stick handling is, it is how us in blind hockey and in regular hockey move the puck along the ice, because you can't pick it up in hockey. So really learning how to cradle the puck in your stick so it cannot get taken away from you, something that's important, especially in blind hockey. With a bigger puck, it does take a little bit longer to get used to. But for you guys who don't have ice or any sort of stick, you can even just get the palm of your hand with a ball and just practice cradling the ball on a table back and forth. which is going to simulate that motion of stick handling. Once you really get used to that, it will translate to the ice if you guys ever want to try out blind hockey or regular hockey. Thank you guys so much for listening to what I have to say about my journey with blind hockey and the sport in general. Hopefully I can see you guys at some events supporting blind hockey because it's a great sport. But I just want to say thank you for listening. I hope you guys can take something away from this. As you know, my name is Joe Fornasier from the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team. Have an amazing day and go Canada go.
Thank you so much for watching. Join us on social media for more Education Month fun. Find us at Education at Play and Education at Play ON. Thank you to our many partners.